Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Demario Davis makes the tackle. He led the Saints in that category in 2019.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter, Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
2nd down at 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 3, Cowboys nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yards. And a Cowboy.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Murray now. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Cowboys.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Eagles 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Golden Tate on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's complete. complete. He's got Gronk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Curtis Riley.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he finds Gronk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
It's now third
on the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Cowboys 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray steps away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray again, rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Looking deep for Julio.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo out to his left. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, Cowboys.
Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the... And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Butker on for the PAT. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Adam.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Use check.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
9 yards. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd down. Boom. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Eagles 23, Cowboys 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
17.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone.